The stream is starting at the moment. I'm still kind of like getting everything put together though. I need to update the tags over on the YouTube side of things and make sure everything is looking good there. Looks like the thumbnail updated, that's good. I curse a lot. I'm wondering if I turn this on. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Okay, I think I already have it set up properly. Okay. There we go. Looks like everything's saved properly. Good, good, good. I didn't update yesterday's thumbnail because, honestly, I didn't have a good workflow for yesterday, doing the thumbnails until what I did today, which is I make the thumbnail ahead of time instead of doing it behind time. Because before I was using yesterday's thumbnail for the today's thumbnail kind of thing. Now I'm setting up the thumbnail for today ahead of time. So essentially, I did play this a little bit on my own, honestly. Last night, before I went to sleep. Oh my god, look at this nerd! Look at this nerd! And not all that many changes that I put into this. I just did a bunch of small things on the world map and stuff. But I think the main thing is I got a jump start. I don't know if this was on stream. I got a jump start with Geology Enthusiast and Coleus Rock and this artifact creature right here. The main thing with this character and these characters is they make tapped power stones whenever they do things. And the cool thing about tapped power stones is they add mana, but specifically only for artifacts. So that's the only thing you can use that mana for. But they count as an artifact too. Yes, hello Dragon Cat. How's it going? How's the sound volume and everything? Currently we got a bunch of equipment and artifacts. I bought this enchantment. I know I bought this outside of the stream. When it enters the battlefield, it tempts me, but whenever I cast an instant or sorcery, it deals 2 damage to each opponent. So, yeah, all my removal will also affect the enemy with this out on the field. Also, I put this into the repertoire summoning station. 7 mana, which is expensive, but you can tap it to make enemies. Hello, Dragon Cat. No, I wasn't irritated. It was just like, I wasn't irritated. You're cool. You're chill, G. You're cool, G. If I were to say that we're missing anything on this deck, excuse me. If I were to say that we were missing anything in this deck, we have no way of dealing with enemy enchantments or enemy artifacts. Everything we have is dealing with creatures and the enemy health pool directly. So we need something to deal with either of those. I know that there's a lot of red cards that can destroy enemy artifacts, and I think there's a lot of blue cards that can destroy enchantments or do something with them. Oh, also I have this sword. Whenever equipped creature attacks, put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control. If you have the City's Blessing, put 2 1/1 counters on each creature you control. And if 10 or more permanents are on your side, you get the City's Blessing for the rest of the game. 10 or more permanents sounds hard, but it's not because of all the power stones that we're making. Neat. What the fuck? What the fuck was that? Thank you, Dragon Catto, for the biddies. Neat. Freaking, but yeah, we over in the red area now. we've gone, since the last stream, we've gone and grabbed the crystals for Swamp and Red. Those Tangia things surprise me every single time because they're not something I programmed myself. They're just they're external. You can clip it. But yeah, they surprise me every time. I got enough mana for this. I meant to throw out the dual land, but okay. Alright, this guy uses those, huh? Alright, we'll lightning him. Let's go ahead and get a artifact out. Okay, okay. He bolted my artifact, that son of a bitch. Get another artifact out. Okay. He bolted my artifact, that son of a bitch. I guess at least the artifact, at least the bolts aren't coming to my face. We will toss a land. Okay.
Great.
What the hell?
I got it. But just in case, tell me the whole thing again. I wasn't listening. Nice.
Shit. I don't know what I was saying when you sent that. I was just kind of doing my own thing. Ah, great. And we don't want to defend because. Okay. Okay. The good news, Dragon Cat, you need those bits to live.
About my winner.
How's your wiener? You need those bits. Do. Okay, we got Dragonfire, which is good. What's less good is I kind of skipped my turn a little bit there, but don't worry about it. He is foretelling a lot of cards, by the way. No, he's not. I'm in his discard deck. Yeah, there we go. I'm out of biddies. No! How am I gonna eat? Only 3 damage? We'll survive. Correct. Alright, we got the Artificer out. Oh, I'm sorry. I fucked it up. I forgot to run the thing. I knew I was missing something. Twitch connections. I need to connect to Twitch. There we go. Sub count 7. Nice. God damn it, Sammy! Don't fucking crash on me like this. Not like this. Not when my nips are like this. Where's the rat? There's the rat. We'll run the rat. It's not running. Why is it not running? OBS connection? Connect. Alright, we'll run the rat. Run the rat. There you go.
Oh shit! A rat!
Oh shit. Okay. Can you try another one of those? Because that was weird. The fact that it wasn't wanting to run there for a moment. Also, I'm pretty sure I'm just dead. Shit. Yeah, I'm dead. That's okay. That's okay. We lost that match, that's fine. Oh, also I got more max HP. I found a place where I could just increase my max HP for money. You can only do it once, so womp womp. But yeah, that's gonna make these fights a little bit easier. If I play through this game again on extremely difficult mode, that's definitely the first place I'm gonna go to in order to like survive. This is a horrible hand. I'm mulliganing. Okay, we'll keep this one because it has 2 mana, just in general. Oh, good. He didn't have magic. Used all of his mana for that, so boop. I'm gonna get the sword out. Pop. Damn it. Right, cancel that because I don't got the mana for that. I'm fucked. I'm extra fucked. Okay. Hit this guy with a little drop, and we're still fucked, but we're not quite as fucked. None of these are good. Toss that. Throw that down. I have the city's blessing already? Oh, because the mana counts as permanence. Wow, that's really easy to get, honestly. Yeah, that's fine. I have a quest to kill those kobolds, by the way, so, you know, we're probably gonna fight them and lose to them a bunch because they have a lot of, like, quick damage. And I don't have anything to block that in terms of equipment. Circle of Flame. All opponents get Circle of Flame. I've never been here before. Let's fight. It's a devil. Nice. I can work with this. Preordain. We will take both of those, but we'll take the mountain first. Got ourselves both types of mana. What's Circle Flame? Without flying attacks you or the planeswalker you control, deals 1 damage to that creature. Okay. It's not the worst thing in the world. We can work with this. We'll take that, mostly because I expect there to be mana after this draw. Scalding Devil deals 1 damage to target player. Fuck. And that's just a use thing. We'll just shock him. Okay, we got enough mana to do things. We'll throw out the Fury Inscription first. He's got a 3 out. That's fine. We'll hit it with the Unsummon. That'll deal damage to him because we got the Fury Inscription out. We'll throw out a Sail. We won't be doing that actually, and we'll just be waiting. Okay, okay. Alright, we're going to hit him with this. I don't have enough mana to activate its secondary thing. Oh, I think since the last time I streamed this, I also got the Ring of Immortals, by the way. I should explain what this does. It allows you to counter any spell that targets one of your things when the enemy casts it. The only issue is it has to be casted on a permanent you control, and I have to remember that I have it. So, there you go. Shit. I'm gonna hit this with another one of those permanent stuns. There we go. And we don't have enough mana for its additional effect. And we are holding off because we don't have enough blue mana. Lulu, attack! 3 damage. That's not good. We'll get this out. We'll get her out, even though she can't actually attack because that will kill her. One damage. Interesting choice. We're gonna search for a land. Make it a mountain. Throw out the mountain. if I attack with everything, and then use the Scorching Fire Breath on something, that will kill him with the inscription. Okay, that was a pretty good little fight. He gave me a bunch of devils. My favorite devil out of the devils I've seen so far is the one where the enemy has to take 4 damage to the face to prevent it from coming out. For each locus in play. So if I have 4 out, then that means I could get 12 mana. Interesting. We'll have to keep an eye out for more of these, because that could be a really good mana ramp thing. Even though it's colorless mana. Ready, player 1. I can work with this. I have both types of mana here. Yes, I will take the 4 damage to the face. That is the card I was just talking about. Got a hasty devil? Get the hell out of here. We got this. We got this. Return creature. What's this do? Oh, wow. It's in Japanese. I'm not good at Japanese, so I cannot read that. We'll get Lulu out again. He's not attacking. Interesting. He's got 3 cards in hand. Let's go ahead and get this out. And this will eat up one of his tokens. And we're going to go ahead and get the pickaxe out. And we will attack. Well, we will attack this boy. I don't know where the extra piece of damage came from. Do we want Lotus or Enthusiast? I think we want Enthusiast. It's fine, that's fine. He's out of creatures on the field. I'm gonna go ahead and hit him with direct damage. Okay. And I'm gonna finish off that Planeswalker before doing anything else. As we don't want him getting free value. Okay. Do I have enough for a covert? No, I do not. As you can see, I'm getting a lot of power stones because this character creates power stones every turn. And I can produce, I can draw a card and get more counters on her using just extra mana, which we are getting a lot of, by the way. This character is really good at just generating extra mana. Equip you with the sword. Oh, this doesn't come with like a +1/+1 or anything like that by default. Okay, I didn't know that. It's interesting. And that put 2 1/1s onto everything I have. He must be getting mana screwed or something. It's really expensive to do, but freaking, like if you have the mana for it, you can really get card advantage and like board control out of this. I hope he doesn't have anything to attack my face. Alpha Strike, and that should finish him off. There we go. Got the Vengeful Devil. Deals 1 damage to any target. Activate this ability only if a creature died this turn. So, any target. That's pretty decent. It's only 1 damage, but I mean, he survives and can do it next turn, kind of thing. Enchantment. You may play a land, create a 2/2, then put 1/1 counters. Put all permanents exiled with Journey to the Lost City onto the battlefield, then sacrifice it. At the beginning of your upkeep, exile the top 4 cards in your library, then roll a d20. So if I get a nat 20, this will, just win me the game. I just have to kill this demon right here, who I've never beaten before. In order to get into all that treasure. Let's see here. We'll put it at the bottom because we need something like that. We need a creature. A cheap creature. Also, we got Nadir here. I'm gonna go ahead and bring... Okay, no, I'm not. I'm gonna bring out Lulu. Okay. I still don't know why I didn't get as many views yesterday as I did the day before. So I tried something a little bit different this morning. I posted a short before going live. We'll see if that short will help out. The thought is that's what I did the other day. So when I got the 100 people coming into my stream during the stream itself on the YouTube side, so maybe that will help. Also, we absolutely won this. We're kicking this guy's ass. I don't want to use the tentacle token for that though. He must be getting card draw, terrible card draw right now. So it's really just luck. That's the only thing that allowed us to win. Still. 2 shards! What? What a terrible victory. Crab. Draw 2 cards, has cycling. That's kind of nice. It's kind of expensive for a draw 2 cards though. Funnily enough, cycling and draw 2 cards, this cycling is probably the better part of this, if I'm being completely honest. A 1-cost draw card, discard card. That's a pretty good one too. A 2 mana to tap a target creature. That's actually pretty good art for that. It's from the set that they went very Egyptian. Hey! As long as Future is tapped, it's a human citizen with base power 1/1 and can't be blocked. Untap it for mana. So you can manually untap this for mana. I think that's the best part about this one. I mean, it's a 4-cost that has 3/4. That's pretty decent. Then you can pay mana to untap it at any point, I'm assuming. Kind of like that. So let's take a quick look at that. Pop it in. Pop it in the deck, because we do like me some ninjas. I don't think that's a ninja, actually, come to think about it. I don't think that's actually a ninja. Just similar to ninjas from that set. But if I ever find the cauldron, that will be cauldron bait. What the cauldron does is it allows you to exile a card every turn, and the activatable abilities from that card will be usable on all of your cards. So, or all of your cards that have 1/1 tokens and stuff like that on them. So, yeah, with the Cauldron, we would be able to take that particular like ability that we like from that and put it onto anything we want. The Cauldron can also exile cards from the enemy's graveyard as well, which is super nice because basically if an enemy has a really scary like unit with a very scary activatable, like for example double all 1/1 counters on all creatures you have, then you can use it yourself. It has a secondary effect, which I don't really think about all that much, but the Cauldron also makes it so that all your lands produce color, like you can use any type of mana to do any type of thing. Hi people, what's going on? Just kind of building decks. Hanging out, fighting enemies out here. How's it going? Unfocused. Have you ever seen this game before? It's basically Magic the Gathering, but made into an RPG. Also, I think we're screwed here. I forgot this is a rush deck. We do have the Elixir. Never even heard of it. Yeah, it's Magic the Gathering, but as a just a kind of a Pokemon style RPG. I'm gonna go ahead and drink the Elixir to give myself a little bit of time. My HP's going down. And he is just going straight face. Throw out the inscription because I got nothing else I can really do. Oh, I'm so screwed. That's no good. He is using shock. If he used that before he attacked, I would probably be dead right now. I mean, I am as good as dead, but still. I'm gonna concede this one. My deck currently doesn't have very much like speed, which is one of its problems. I have too many cards in it too. But currently I'm using like Freya, Inventor's Apprentice, and Covert Technician, freaking a bunch of artifact cards, stuff like that. And freaking trying to win some battles, and it's working out relatively well. If I can get like one small synergy going, I'm usually good to win the match. I can either control the board or it is considered a ninja. I can usually control the board using instant spells like Shock and Flame Slash, and if I can control the board, I can get enough mana out to start doing my like tracking stuff or ninja stuff or the geology enthusiast stuff. And if I can get any of those cards out, usually pretty good. But this game has every card from Magic the Gathering in it, so its main challenge is like figuring out. Man, I've lost 12 times against these. Anyway, its main challenge is figuring out like what cards are good in your deck and what cards are not good in your deck. Mulliganing because I didn't have any land, and this will be not useful for this fight because he has too many creatures that'll be coming up. All right, we're going to opt. It's 3 mana. But it's a 2/2. We'll put it at the bottom of the library. It'll die too easily. I do have 1 suppression guard. Put out Flame Blitz. Deals 5 damage to each planeswalker. It's a good thing I don't have any planeswalkers. Throw out the pick. This gives me a treasure whenever whoever has it equipped attacks and hits. As much as I want Lulu out, we do need to kill this, because if he starts casting instants or sorceries and stuff, I'll be overwhelmed in no time. Yeah, that's a little bit better. Whenever he casts instants or sorceries, he does 2 damage to me as well, which is fine with me. It's fine. And we're going to equip the Face Breaker with the gold pick to increase its damage and all that. And he creates treasure on his own. Let's do a shock. Kill one of those. Throw another one down. This particular game also has all of the cards that are being previewed. So Lulu is from the next set of Magic. It's just that she's been previewed already. So we have her in this game, which is pretty cool. Lightning damage to Lulu. Uh-oh. The good news is I just created 2 treasure. Which, not all that useful if I'm being completely honest, considering I need cards to use that. If I do this, he'll kill my shit. Maybe. This does 3 damage. I have 4 HP. Yeah, we should be fine. Oh, he did it to me. Ah, oh, fuck. Do it right back to him. Chain Lightning gives you an opportunity to redirect it to a different target after it's been used. It just costs 2 red mana to do so. Yeah, and he finished me off with 4 damage. Oof. 4 damage instant. Desert of the Fervent. I'm gonna try to steal everything from in here. Oh, you get cards by opening up treasure chests, buying them in shops, and defeating enemies. You haven't seen me defeat an enemy yet, because I'm terrible at games. Oh, he's moving. I don't know what the hell this thing is, I'm just gonna keep going. Because I'm not at max HP. Let's take a look at the enchantment shop. There I'm back again, the Lord of the Rings one. There's also Birth of Meletis. I don't use white mana, but this is one of my favorite sagas. In Magic the Gathering Arena, I actually have a deck with 4 of these in it. And you'd think that each of those counters, like each part of the saga, wouldn't really do all that much. But, like, it gives you insane flexibility. So the first step guarantees you pick up a land. So the first step is giving you land draw for free. The second step is gives you a defender, 0/4 wall. The last step gives you 2 HP. So it's like, it's incredibly good for guaranteeing that you have land draw. For one, I'm buying it because I'm probably going to use it for a mono white card like deck eventually. What's this? Those counters on a target permanent you control. It could be any permanent. To attacking or blocking creature. Okay. 4 damage for 3 mana. It's not that great, honestly. Additional 5 to cast this spell. Put a 7/1 red elemental creature with haste onto the battlefield. Exile at the beginning of the next step. If it was kicked, that creature gains +7 until end of turn. I've seen someone use this before. Damn near killed me. Its mana cost is not very flexible though. You need 5 red mana. Whenever you cast an instant or a sorcery spell, put a time counter on Cursed Recording. Then, if there are 7 or more counters on it, remove those counters and deal 20 damage to you? When you next cast an instant or sorcery, copy that spell. You may choose new targets. Oh. So I need some kind of self-artifact removal if I want to use this. Because otherwise it would just blow me up. But this allows me to, like, split my spells against 2 targets. So it would allow me to like use one card to kill two things, like one shock would hit two targets. I think it has to be different. Does it have to be different targets? Copy that spell, you may choose new targets. So maybe it's a situation where I can use the spell on the same target twice. If that's the case, it's pretty strong. Whenever you cast a red spell, untap fire deals 1 damage to a target player. If it has dealt 3 or more damage this turn, exile her and return her to the battlefield under her power control. And when she's exiled and returned, she becomes a planeswalker that can do 2 damage to a target player, 2 damage to a target creature, or 6 damage to each opponent. Dealt has an emblem at the beginning of your upkeep, deals 3 damage to you. It'd be pretty difficult to first get her out in the first place, and then actually get her to the point where she can use her legendary attack. Would be very good though, if I could do that, but it's questionable. She could be fodder for Cauldron though. Jumpstart. Phyrexia. Nope. Not doing that jumpstart. I'm not a big fan of the Phyrexia stuff. What's this? Add mana. Spend this only to cast artifact spells or to activate abilities of artifacts. Equip creatures you control have flying and haste. Huh. It's pretty good. For 3 mana, you get a 2/4 that can add more mana and affects the equipment that we have. I may just get that just to have it. I'm not sure if I'll actually use it though. If we lean into artifacts a little bit more, then that's definitely one. Alchemy cards. I'm not a big fan of alchemy cards. To explain what alchemy cards are, they're basically just like cards that are not actually part of the rotation for the actual game. They're just overpowered and only are found in certain formats. Untap. So essentially you get a better version of Vigilance, I think. I've used this card before, it's actually pretty good. Pretty good if you're doing a goblin thing, which we're not doing right now. We probably have enough goblins to make a goblin deck. We've been fighting them a lot. Satyrs. We want their gold. They're pretty, like, chill about me just running around here. Got their chest. I know that this one's pretty good. Look at the top X cards in your library. Put 2 of them in your hand, the rest at the bottom of your library in any random order. Counter spell unless its controller pays twice X. Yeah. Everything from that set feels pretty strong, honestly. Vigilance, reach, trample. Whenever can attack players who attacked you during their last turn, as though it didn't have a defender. When it attacks, it gains +3/3 and gains indestructible. Man, that is just really good. And it's a 3 mana. Well, we're putting that in. It's 3 mana, which means it's going to be really easy to get out. It is just a staunch front line. And it's a colorless. Let's see, what don't we need? Honestly, futurist operative, not that great. Blue's fine. Goldhound is fine. We could probably get rid of this. Gotta thin out our deck a little bit. Let's get rid of a shock. This gets rid of indestructible. This exiles. This just does a lot of damage. This does 2 damage to the enemy player. By the time we get a Timeless Lotus out, we're usually pretty good in terms of mana, so we're going to remove that. There's a board wipe. This allows me to draw more cards and make more power tokens. This doesn't seem all that useful, honestly. Chain Lightning is kind of good for the cost. Although, I should replace Chain Lightning with Lightning Bolt. It's basically Chain Lightning without the downside. Like, whenever I use Chain Lightning, I don't want them to use it against me, so... do. There it is, Lightning Bolt. Deals 3 damage to target creature or player. Just a classic, the classic card. Didn't I get like a Final Fantasy Rush card or something at some point? Haste, here it is. Target creature gets +3/+1, gains haste until the end of the turn. Exile the top card of your library. You may play it until your next end step. So we'll do that. And we'll remove Chain Lightning. Even though Chain Lightning is hilarious. I like this because it's card draw for a relatively cheap amount, and if we scry, we get another card draw down the line. I think we'll be removing this one. Even though I do like the exile, it's just too expensive. Samurai's Katana is actually kind of weird too. It gives me a 3/3 creature. Yeah, it's kind of awkward to use. Remove 2 lands. 3 lands. Unsummon's fine. Preordain is pretty decent. Opts are pretty useful. Mox Opal is alright. I mean, Mox Opal is actually really good. Artificer Dragon is good enough to win me games. Any of these flying can actually win me games on their own. Goldhound is kind of situational. It's only good when you first get it out. You can sacrifice it to add mana, and it has menace, but it doesn't win me the game, if that makes sense. So we'll toss that one. Even though I've had Goldhound in my deck for quite some time. Let's see what this Satyr is all about. Hey, would you look at that? Even though I removed all that mana, I still got 3 mana hand. Get the axe out. He revealed a card in his hand. No, he didn't. We'll get Lulu out. If she's able to attack next turn, well, maybe not. Trample. Enters the battlefield. If tribute wasn't paid, it gets 1/1 and gains haste until the end. Tribute. 1. No. What is tribute? Okay. Oh, I think it's mana. That's fine. Okay, so because of the way Lulu works, she stunned him for an extra turn. Her whole thing is whenever an opponent attacks you, choose a target card attacking you and put a stun counter on that thing. What's the cost of ninjutsu? 3. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and haste. And let's take a look at the exiled card. It's a land. That's unfortunate. And with the remaining mana, we will take a drink. Stun the stronger one. Everything he has haste, which is bad. Draw 2 card, discard a card, flame slash. Either of these would be fine to attack. And we will throw out Freya and attack. He's within lethal range. We'll attack with Freya and her. We're gonna swap out Freya. We're gonna swap out Freya. And that will... I fucked up the thing. That will get the Moonshine Specialist out at least. Alright. Gonna send that back into his hand. And Alpha Strike. It only block one thing. There we go. Easy. Scry 2, put 2 1/1 counters on creatures you control until the end of the turn. Target creature you control when this dies, draw 2 cards. Then put that creature. Then that creature fights up to one other target. So that's a way to like guarantee get 2 cards, get an enemy thing dead, and scry. Also, Elven Mystic, nice. Wow, that's a really good card. It's basically a land. Add 1 mana. For 1 mana, you get a creature that adds 1 mana every turn. Very useful. Although that faction is well known for mana ramp. Okay, they're the same. I was wondering if that guy in the back was the same as everyone else in this place. Keep this. We could probably work with this, especially with Opt in our hand. We'll keep this as well, because we have enough mana in hand to actually use it. Though it's going to take us a little bit before we can actually cast anything. Ah, great. We will Opt. We'll put that at the bottom of the deck. Let's get one of these tap things out. He wasted his fall. And all I have to do is shock this. And that's a full waste of that particular thing. And we'll do Stern Lesson. Throw that back. Okay. We have the advantage. We are losing the advantage. Unsummon that, please. Don't have enough mana for that, but we can get the Tower Worker out. Okay, now we definitely have the advantage. Attack, please. Now we're starting to produce power tokens, so our capabilities are going to go off the charts pretty soon. In fact, I'm pretty sure I can just do this. Draw another card. How much does this do? 3 damage? Okay. Enters the battlefield with your choice of a 1/1 or haste. He went with haste. Or he went with 1/1. As long as it's your turn, you and Gruul Spellbreaker have hexproof. Okay. Go ahead and throw this out. Drink the elixir, which is pretty useful. And we'll wait. He doesn't want to attack because he's afraid of losing his unit. We'll destroy this card. And use the rest of my mana to draw another card and upgrade that. I forgot this can produce mana. And now we made that the ring bearer. What's can't be blocked by creatures with greater power. Okay. Right now we're winning the race. Let's throw out the rock. And then draw another card. Okay. Throw out the mana. Throw out Lulu. He has to block now, otherwise he's as good as dead. Return 1 creature to its owner's hand. There's not much I can do about that. He returned the wrong creature. He was worried about the flying creature for some reason. Let's go ahead and use up my mana. I don't have enough mana to do that. Throw out the Covert Technician. And we wait because we want to finish him off safely. They all have haste? That's not good for me. Okay, he didn't use it. Unsummon this. It's the main one I'm worried about. I also did 2 damage just by doing that. And we'll attack with these 2. And we should finish this up because he has nothing to block with flying things. Yep. Okay, okay. Got another Elvish Mystic. Create a 1/1, can't block. Exile 2 other cards from your... What's escape? You may cast this card from your graveyard for its escape cost. Okay. I'll be honest, it's not very good. Not a great card. If you're wondering about the music, I'm pretty sure the music is running in the background. It's just music I found on YouTube. It's not part of this game. Alright. Get the Spectral Sailor out. And the Mine Worker. Okay. Start chewing away at his health. Okay. We can either get another artifact creature out, do the Stern Lesson, which allows me to draw 2 cards, or hit him with the weak spot. We want him dead, we don't want him alive, so we don't want to use a weak spot on him. Let's go ahead and check this. Okay, we did draw something quite nice. I'm going to get rid of the Tower Worker, and we'll have to wait until next turn before we can actually do anything there. I don't think he's going to attack. Well, he did attack. Alright, Flame Strike, the one that buffs everything. So now he's back to 1/3. That's Constellation. Shit. Every time an enchantment enters, he does something, which is what Constellation does. Can I get this out? Yes, I can. Didn't have anything to cast that time. I don't have enough mana for that. Go ahead and get the owl out. This owl's kind of nice. It reduces the cost of artifacts, legendaries, and sagas. And yeah, it's pretty good. Not have that attack. The beginning of your devotion, as long as your devotion to red and green is less than 7, isn't a creature. The beginning of combat, another creature you control gains XX, where X is that creature's power. That's not good for me. Let's preordain. I do like Facebreaker. Facebreaker makes treasure whenever they attack, or whenever anyone hits the enemy HP pool, including like my flyers. It makes a treasure token, and that includes when they come out, so it's quite nice. I'm gonna go ahead and use this against him, just to make sure we don't have to deal with him attacking us next turn. So he can't actually attack because this particular card makes it so they can't untap. So essentially I made it so that that card is now useless, other than the constellation thing they got going on. Quite nice, quite nice. Hey, I got another one of these. It's really what I'm after, because that's going to be like the linchpin of a green deck. Enters the battlefield, reveal... Saw something change over here. Okay. Enters the battlefield, reveal the top 4 cards of your library. You may put a land card from among them in your hand. Put the rest into your graveyard. I mean, that'd be good for a green-black deck. We're killing all these because we kind of want the cards, and they also give us a little bit of money, and honestly, they've been pretty easy to kill. They have not posed that much challenge. Hey, the Sentinels, I just added those a bit ago. This we want to kill and not tap. We'll throw that at the bottom of the deck. It's a decent draw. I say that these guys are easy, now they're kicking my ass. Bring out the Sentinel. The Sentinel with way too many keywords on it. It's keeping him from attacking, that's the main thing. Equal to your devotion to red. We're gonna hit him with the tap. Once he taps himself, he's hitting the ground. He's got something going on. This, yep. I can't block all of this. I've lost. Okay. When you actually get some cards together, friggin', you can be dangerous. I have 564 gold. The jumpstart was Pyrexia, yeah. Let's go ahead and use our black, this color, no, the black one. And we're going to teleport to the black fortress, so we're nowhere near where we were just now. And we're going to their shop, and we're going to buy ourselves an additional life. Unfortunately, we can only do that once at each of those big locations. But, yeah, pretty useful. Extra HP. Maybe by the end of this, I'll actually be at 20 HP. I mean, I got 3 more I can go to. That'll bring it up to 17, and then any armor I put on will increase it as well. We got the red one, we got the black one. Let's go north and get the blue one. So we should be going to go get the like central location teleport stones. They cost 100 gold each, but it's not too hard to get. And on the way, we'll be checking a few different places. We're not doing normal drafts at the moment. I'm not seeing anything too interesting here. Drafts? Oh yeah, boosters. Boosters are pretty expensive, but you can do quests in the area to make them cheaper. It's only like 1 or 2% cheaper for each quest you do, but I mean, do 10 of them, it's a pretty decent amount, and quests do pay a fair bit, so by the time you actually get 10 quests done for an area, you're gonna have a lot of gold. And everything will be cheaper. So, yeah. Alright. Heading up north. What the fuck is that thing? A walking brain. Is this gonna be like the chicken fight? Just some crazy like themed deck? We're not going to be able to do anything until we either play something or I get 3 mana. We'll get the face breaker out. This is weird already. He hasn't done anything. Is this going to be a situation where he has nothing but board wipes? Steal artifact. Interesting. Stole my artifact. Well, joke's on him. I'm gonna have so much mana by the end of the next couple of turns that he won't be able to keep up. Target creature with power less or equal to the number of creatures you control. Man, that's really expensive for a 1/1. We will kill it. Wait, we want to kill it so it never comes back. And throw out a mana. We'll do a stern lesson. And we'll keep this stuff. Alright. Gain 2 more treasure. Throw out the Fury Inscription. So I deal damage whenever I oh, he stole it. That's okay. We'll opt. We like that. To creature, to any target. We're about to do 3 damage. Would have been lethal if he didn't steal that. We're also going to lightning bolt him. And we are going to play our artifact defender. Mind Stone. Ooh. Oh, I love that. Go ahead and play this. He's like some sort of suppression steely deck, but it didn't come together for him. Ah, I got the dynamo. Nice. Steal artifact as well. Comes into play tapped with 2 depletion. Remove a depletion, add 2 red mana. If there are no depletion counters left, sacrifice it. So this is for temporary mana, like, ramp. Like, very temporary for the first few turns. I'm going to add that dynamo, though. And the enchant artifact. is I really don't have any way to deal with artifacts currently. Enemy artifacts, that is. Wow. So many. They really want me to kill 3 of these. We can work with this. By turn 3, we'll have the Sentinel out. Deals 3 damage. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. He foretold something. We need some kind of flyer. He lightning bolt the flyer. At least I got the power stone out of it. We'll do a stern lesson, and we'll toss the land. Throw out the inscription. We'll opt. We're gonna start dealing damage whenever we cast spells. I am going to go ahead and hit this with the tap. Did that not count? Enchantment aura. I guess it doesn't count for enchantments. Okay. We can't attack with this defender unless they attack, so... We're starting to really stack up some units. We're gonna throw her away and add this for additional mana. We don't have enough mana currently for that. Issues these young pyromancers. Yep, here they come. Damn it, he finished me off with a freaking direct damage spell. Oh, that always sucks. Let's re-roll this. Yeah, let's re-roll this. Copy target artifact activated or triggered ability you control. You may choose a new target. Copy target instant or sorcery spell you control. You may choose new targets. Copy target permanent spell you control. It's pretty damn good, honestly, because if I get to the point where I'm generating a lot of mana like I was that last round, I'd be able to double up a lot of the things I'm doing. And one of the issues I'm running into is I just don't have enough cards hitting the battlefield to keep the enemy at bay a lot of the time. The issue is it's just so expensive to do that. Like in terms of mana. Like, what are the odds that I'm mana flush, grab that card, and also have enough cards to actually make it worth? And that feeds. Hey, I know that card. Pretty decent one. It's good for using cards to buff it up for a single turn. Dominaria Knighted. I think that set was all about multicolor. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. This damn kobold quest is killing me, though. Hey, Tiny Bones. At the beginning of each end step, if an opponent discarded a card, you draw a card and you lose 1 HP. Each opponent with no cards in hand loses 10 HP. Hey, that's a guest, like that's a Universes Beyond kind of thing. It's not part of the normal set. Phoenix down. Exile this artifact, choose one, return target creature with mana value 4 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield, or exile skeleton, spirit, or zombie. Hey, that is exactly how Phoenix Downs work. except the limit on the mana value, but other than that. Yeah, this is the normal Tiny Bones. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, you may cast a non-land permanent card from that player's graveyard. Tiny Bones is cool because he's a 1 mana cost creature, and he has that crazy ability, so... he also has Death Touch too, so he's difficult to keep at bay, and if you fight him in like arena or something, he can easily just start snowballing, because essentially if he's not blocked or killed or whatever, he'll be casting off of your freaking graveyard. Of course, a 1 mana means that he can come out turn 1 and there's nothing in the graveyard at turn 1. So they'd have to mill you first or something along those lines. Exterminatus. Non-land permanents your opponents control lose indestructible until the end of turn. Destroy all non-land permanents. So it's basically a more powerful version of, well, a lot of things. That's pretty strong. It's pretty expensive too, and it doesn't line up with the colors that I'm using. Just heading north to the water keep, or whatever it's called. What the hell is this? Hornet nest. Bees. Oh. Bees. Queen bee. I mean, I could make a bee deck. I'm assuming it's a green deck though, so maybe not. Whenever this creature is dealt damage, create that many 1/1 green insect creatures with flying. Oh, great. So some sort of insect deck is what we're facing with these. Don't really have anything we can do right now. He summoned another hornet nest. These never tap on their own, they're only defenders. This would create 3 hornets if I were to use it. One more turn, I'll be able to get the Geology Enthusiast out. Let's go ahead and use our activatable to get a flying creature here. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may mill 2 cards. Whenever 1 or more creature cards are put into your graveyard from anywhere during your turn, create a 1/1 insect creature token. This ability triggers only once per turn. Okay, so he's got stuff. He's gonna be silly. Whoops, I don't want that. Get her out so I can start mana ramping. Attack with my flying, which is kind of funny, considering he's a wasp. I think the weakness for this guy is not attacking those hornets nests and just focusing on the air stuff. We'll hold off on doing any trickery. Oh, right. I forgot to use my thing. There we go. That's not good. You may play lands and cast insect spells from your graveyard. Well, that's going right back into your hand, mister. Do they have flying? They do have flying. Okay. And go ahead and draw another card. throw her out because she's technically another flyer. Let's go ahead and throw out the ninja, and he's gonna throw that back into his hand. We have the essentially a board wipe, but if I were to use it right now, I would end up with 6 flying insects in my face, which not something I want. Ooh, the sentinels. He didn't use much of his mana there. We got the extra mana engine there. Let's go ahead and get the face breaker out too. I'm generating more treasure. And not really each creature. Okay, so there's not really any way I can just kind of cheese this, is there? Let's go ahead and draw. Okay. So 2 more treasure tokens from that. And let's go ahead and draw. Shock. Yeah, there we go. And just finish him off. Yeah, my estimation was that he was weak to air, and it was correct. Deals 1 damage to target creature or player. Could be good, actually. Just a 1 cost, 1 damage. Using that against a hornet's nest may actually be really good. Wasps deal damage to a player. You may destroy a target artifact that player controls. Pretty good. And of course the big card that I had to keep unsummoning on him. We're just kind of going around searching for cards, seeing if we can come up with some interesting things. Yes, 25 health. I do have a bolt in my hand. We don't know what is morphed there, so we're going to go ahead and bolt it. We're going to go ahead and hit him with the another removal. What is this? Okay. How much do I have? 5? Damn. Need 7 to start putting out Summoning Station. Mox Opal, that's always useful. It's not going to be useful right away, though. We'll smite the boy. Honestly, I think we're pretty close to having the Summoning Station now. You remove my thing. Now we can tap this to put in a token. If I had more mana, I could haste magic it too and do more stuff, but we do not have more mana. Actually, should just use this to defend. Okay, got my HP back. We're gonna save the haste magic, and we're not gonna attack. I exiled a card for myself. I want to play it, but I don't think... how I would an effect. Make a custom magic commander? I was wondering how I would... I'm not an expert, but you can run it by me to see if I can figure it out. I've never done any custom Magic stuff myself. I've just been playing within certain like clients and stuff. Summoning Station. 1 green during an opponent's turn, produce 3 colorless instead. The issue with that is when you produce, so during an opponent's turn you can tap your lands as much as you want. So you could just individually tap each green during their turn. I would add a thing that says like limit once per turn or something like that. Or yeah, I would say limit once per turn, in order to like keep it so that like if it was his turn and he didn't tap any of his forests, he would be able to get 9 colorless mana out of this, or exclude lands. Yeah, you could do that as well. If you exclude lands, you would have to use a different type of card in order to do that. What the hell is this? You may pay 1 to return target creature. Oh, well, that's a nightmare. A different type of card is in like a card that produces if you exclude lands, then you would have to tap, let's say, Paradise Druid, which can produce any color mana, to get that 1 green mana that you're talking about, or like a card that creates mana whenever it's attacked or something like that, if you're excluding lands. Yeah, and he's returning my stuff to my hand, right? Yeah, that's untapped. Artifact is put into the graveyard. And returning it to my hand technically doesn't count as returning it to the graveyard. Okay. Well, let's make this so it's not coming back. And we'll tap this just so he has to pay more mana. This guy's a little bit of a tricksy guy. Good news is I do have this, so I can somewhat block what he's got going on. Ooh, got the Kraken. Sweet. Okay, so Kraken is cool. Whenever you draw a card, you may pay 1 additional mana. If you do, put a 1/1 counter on the Kraken and create a 1/1 blue tentacle creature. So, essentially, this means that I'm gonna be scaling like out of control pretty soon. Oh, he returned his own creature to his hand. What a tricksy son of a bitch. So, deals 3 damage, loses indestructible. Okay. He survived that somehow. Okay. All I need is a card draw engine. He returned it to my hand, which is pretty good choice on his part. Got rid of his 6/6, which is real nice. Got ourselves a Power Stone. Okay. Let's see here. I mean, I can't think. I don't do forest, like green decks all that often, so I think the thing that would benefit the most is with haste cards. So if you could put that, if you make that commander a green blue, that would definitely be like its niche, because blue has a lot of cards that are flash. like a ton of cards that are flash. We'll just block one of these. Like, for example, this card. It has flash, flying. When it enters, it creates a power token. But that mana that you get, that exactly 1 green mana becoming 3 colorless, would play perfectly into this any card with flash on it. So like a Merfolk deck would be really good with that sort of thing. So yeah. Freaking mostly a Merfolk deck, but anything that benefits from casting during an opponent's turn. That's not good. Interesting choice that he only attacked with 1. We'll block it with a tentacle. He keeps unsummoning my my bird because he knows that he doesn't have any way of actually stopping it from attacking. I still don't have any mana or card draw currently. If I did have some card draw, I'd be able to really skyrocket my Kraken. So returning my card again. Is he gonna attack with everything? No. Oh, it's flying. Oh, okay. Well, shit. I do have card draw, actually. I lost an untapped step. Shit. Ah, shit. Okay. Whenever you tap a non-land mana source during an opponent's turn, you may produce 3 colorless mana instead. That's a corrected version. Okay. And it's a 3 colorless to put down. Okay. You said during an opponent... Oh yeah, during an opponent's turn. Now I see that. You attacking with everything? No. Ah, he got me with a trample. Oh, that's a weird ass deck. So what he was doing was making me skip my untap phase, so I couldn't like, you know, do that. I made it so it does benefit things that tap for multiple as well. Doesn't. Okay. Jumpstart is available. March of the Machine. Non-land mana source. I would say non-land mana permanent instead of non-land mana source, because that could make people a little bit confused. Like, there are spells that give you mana as well as a part of their secondary effect or something, I'm sure, like instants and sorceries. So like non-land mana permanent. That's one option that you can change. You could also say non-land or a creature. Just say creature if you just want it to be creatures. Because there are plenty of artifacts that give you 1 mana. Like the banner that gives everyone +1/+1. Yeah, there is a shit ton of artifacts that do that. We'll go ahead and drink the elixir real quick. Is an artifact creature commander? Yeah, but there are a lot of artifacts that do that exact thing, like produce 1 mana. So you could tap it during their turn and then get the 3 mana and then, you know, cast whatever you like. I suppose that's kind of the purpose of this. That's an alchemy card. Choose an instant or sorcery card in your hand, value 3. It perpetually gains, cost 2 less to cast. Well, you already got the effect, but I'm still gonna kill it. Because screw alchemy cards. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, put a charge counter. Does that much damage to a target. Exile the top card of your library you may play at this turn. Okay. That should be good. Yeah, making it a colored non-land should kind of fix it up. There's a few things that still kind of fits under that, but well, he killed my shit. And we're getting a lot of mana. Okay, here we go. Yep, just finishing that off, okay. Ooh, can I do this against this? Yes, I can. Mono green? If it's an artifact... If it's an artifact creature, then it'd probably be best as a, I mean, you can make it... there's a shit ton of, like, colorless artifacts. I don't even use this. I mean, I'll still put it back down because I do need more artifacts on the field. Okay. Got Lulu out. We're gonna throw the sword onto Lulu. That's everything I can do. The only one I can block is the Geist Catcher. Alright, use this. Throw away that. Lightning bolts. This. Attack with Lulu. She's going to quickly get more powerful. Man, he has got a lot of deck control. He's directly attacking me quite a bit, and yeah, I'm pretty much dead. That is unfortunate. Alright, we'll avoid that for now. Just head north. We're heading towards the Water Keep. Remains until your next question mark set. I don't know what would be best. Your next in step seems kind of strong. Your next upkeep step would probably be the best because it gives you the opportunity to use the mana that mana after they attack or during their attack or something along those lines, and then it's not carried over to your step, like your actual like summoning creature step. Post combat phase. Your next post combat phase. I mean, I would make it the enemy's next post combat phase. But at the same time, I think that still opens up the whole thing where you can essentially smuggle that mana over to your creature summoning phase, which would be a, you know, would be a bit strong, if that makes sense. Like, I know that the creature is really expensive to put down and all that stuff, so upkeep, yeah, I would say your next upkeep phase to prevent it from being a situation where the enemy uses that mana to produce just a ton of creatures or draw a ton of cards and stuff like that. Because, well, let's. I know that you're saying mono green or colorless, but even the most basic cards like Spectral Sailor, this doesn't have a tap on it. So if you were to tap if you were to get that 3 mana that you're talking about, and then you have some blue mana already like in your lands, you would draw a card for every time that you proc that ability, because this ability right here can happen during any of the enemy's phases. So that's one huge synergy that you would have with that. And if you were able to smuggle that mana over to like someone else's turn, like to your summoning turn, I mean, you'd be able to get this out as soon as you would need it. You'd be able to proc her ability as much as you'd want. Let's see here. You'd be able to put you wouldn't be able to put this down because it's 7 mana, but you'd only be able to put it down during your actual like summoning phase. I'm not sure what it's called. The Moxes would be extremely powerful with that commander. I mean, the Moxes are already powerful, but let's see here. None of those have flash. This has flash, but her ability doesn't need flash. Her ability doesn't need flash, so you could add the text. You could add the text that the mana cannot be spent on activatable abilities, only on flash, things that have flash. So you could do that. Or you could say that the mana can only be used for certain things, artifacts maybe. And if that's the case, then you could probably get over to your cleanup phase of your in-turn phase, because if it's only artifacts, then you'd have to have a very specific style of deck in order for that to work, because you wouldn't be able to have normal creatures in it. You'd have to fill it up with artifact and artifact creatures in order for that mana to be useful. You could fill it up with tower workers and the other 2 versions of this, and get them out real cheaply and real quickly using that sort of thing. on artifacts and artifact creatures. Yeah, that's kind of what I was saying. You can only use it on those two things. And if you could only use it on those two things, then I think it would be possible to, you know, balanced to keep the mana until your next end turn. But if you could use the mana on anything, like triggered abilities and not triggered, activatable abilities, then that'd be a problem. Fog trap. Fuck, I know what this is. Shit. Oh, we're about to have a very strange combat. Okay. I ran into this enemy before I started streaming the game. I tested the game out, and this enemy is weird. We will keep both of these, because I can directly attack him with shock and eat up one of his immortal cards. So the way this enemy works is he has a lot of cards in his deck that make him immune to damage completely. Just completely immune to damage. And he has a lot of cards in deck that make me draw all my cards. So essentially, we need to get creatures on the board quickly. And we need to have some way this turn can't attack. Creatures can't attack, and players' hand permanents can't be the targets of spells and activated abilities. So now I can't attack, and he is going to get stronger and better cards and all that stuff. It's a bit of a problem. Yeah, that would be good. Until tap and make things, make artifact creatures, which usually don't have that sort of thing. Have hold on a sec. Make them have flash. That'd be interesting. It'd be a very unique card. Have you come up with any of the, any ideas for like the theming of the card or anything? Like what it will be based on? This guy's making me mill my entire deck into my hand, by the way. That's his whole gimmick. And the best way to counteract what he's doing is to go fully attack every turn I can. And also to counter his spells. Yu-Gi-Oh! Universes Beyond. Ah, okay. Did he Pithing Needle? What did he name with Pithing Needle? Where's Pithing Needle? Just the battlefield, name a card. Activated abilities of sources with the chosen name cannot be activated unless they're mana abilities. I am going to lightning bolt his face. It looks like he doesn't have any of the cards he needs to protect himself, because he just took that bolt right to the face. We got lucky, I think. Prevent all combat damage that would be dealt to and by that creature this turn. Prevents all combat damage this turn. So, I attacked, nothing happened. Let's get the inscription out, because let's get the inscription out. Okay. Let's get the, oh, I can't cast any spells. Well then. And we have to discard 3 cards, so we'll get rid of our lands here. Luckily, I have more cards than him. Although he is making me draw more cards than he's drawing. Alright. He did it again. I don't know how he did it again either. So I can't cast any of my spells. And I can't attack either. Pickaxe isn't gonna do me anything. Fire spout, no. That might be useful, so we'll keep that. I need to discard 5 cards. Oh my god. Okay. He didn't use his thing, so I can cast spells. It doesn't matter how many creatures I have on the battlefield. Ring tempts me. I'll just choose something at random. We're gonna subjugate the Temple Bell. So he can't use it to make me freaking draw so many cards. I'm gonna do 3 damage to one of my own creatures and attack him with that. Okay, we just did 4 damage. He didn't use his abilities to block the damage, so that's good. And we'll declare attack just to make him eat up a bunch of cards. Maze. He has 2 mazes. So he prevented all the damage. He killed all my creatures. As expected. You may produce 3 mana instead. Any remains in your until your next upkeep step. Okay. Gain flash until end step. Yep. That looks good. That gives you a pretty good advantage if you have what do you call it? Like a shit ton of mana. So if you have a shit ton of mana, that gives you a pretty nice thing. It also gives you a huge benefit to... Hold on a sec. We're going to subjugate the other Temple Bell. And I think he prevented the damage somehow from... No, he did. He prevented the damage from that somehow. Can I unsummon? I can't. Prevent all combat damage that would be dealt to and dealt by that creature this turn. Looking for how he's doing that one thing. Howling Mine. He has 3 Howling Mines and 2 Rites of Flourishing out. We're just drawing every single card. Not enough mana for that. He's killed all my cards. I'm gonna opt and hope he doesn't heal himself. Yeah, okay, we killed him with the enchantment. Prevent all damage that would be dealt this turn. Flashback 3 green, or 1 green and 2 normal mana in Wrath of God. So, you may play this card from your graveyard for its flashback cost. So, each one of these gives me 2 turns where I'm not hurt at all. It is one of the more powerful cards, just in general. And I got achievement for that. I'm not using green mana, but yeah, that is quite good. And that guy was well on his way to killing me because I was down to what, 15 cards left in my deck? Spirits. Gonna take a quick look at my scripts real quick. I make money online, by the way, and my scripts are basically. I'll add that to the script. We may hear
If
that.
accepted.
Hey, it
Admire
already.
Kramel.
How long does that have? 5 hours? Yes, nice. So I can do that after the work after streaming. It pays like $9. Does that seem like a mythic or rare in a set? You're making it specifically commander. I would say mythic because it has 2 really nice abilities attached to it. And it may cost a lot to actually get the creature down, but yeah, I'd say that would be mythic. Because it's, you can build an entire playstyle around that card pretty easily. I'm mulliganing. This should work. We will throw Steel Artifact. What did he do? He foretold, okay. Oh, sure, if you want to. He's foretelling a lot of cards. Exile target creature. Put a creature that shares 2 or more of the following traits from your library onto the battlefield. Mana value, power, toughness, identity, color. Yeah, okay, yeah. So it'd be good in mirror matchups, and it would let like mirror matchups as in when you're fighting someone with the same color identity as your as what you got going on, and it would also be good in situations where you have similar cards just in general. Yeah, I think that's decent. I think that can be balanced. Kind of fucked up that turn just now. Basically, exile an opponent that you don't like, and you could put a similar card onto the field. It's 2 green white, yes. But I'm assuming that the way it works is hold on a sec. There we go. If I were to exile this, I could put a Scorpion onto the field. I could put a 3-cost black mana. Or no, wait, no, just a. It needs to share 2, right? So mana value and black could be a combination. Scorpion and black could be a combination. 1 power and black could be a combination. That sort of thing. So yeah, just think. I'm surprised he didn't add keywords to that too. The Scorpion's not one of the criteria? What's the... Oh, okay. I thought I read color identity as color and identity. separately. I read that separately. So black and yeah, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, sorry. I saw color identity and I saw it as two separate things. This guy with his removals. Got my own removals. We'll send this one back into his hand. And use this to grab ourselves a card. Throw this on the battlefield. We need to actually use this freaking Ring of Immortals. I'll be honest. We'll let the damage come through. That's Death Touch, right? Yeah. I'm as good as dead. Okay, that's fine. Never fought a Scorpion before. I wasn't expecting it to be like a black deck, if I'm being completely honest. Alright, we've made it to the center location for blue. We just need to go to the shop and buy ourselves the teleport. And get the money together to get the HP as well. Excuse me. Untap another target permanent. Pretty good. Simple, cheap. You tap this, you untap something else. And it could be anything. It could be mana. It could be something else that has an even more powerful effect. Okay, freaking, we may do an arena, by the way. We're kind of interested in doing arenas in general, because I did this outside of the stream last night, just to see what arenas were all about. And I found out that arenas, first of all, pay you a lot of money. For 100 gold, you get 500 back if you win your first match, and then if you get further into it, you get a piece of equipment. You actually beat the arena. And that piece of equipment could be very useful. Like, that equipment is just generally very good. So, yeah, we'll probably do an arena real quick. Actually, before we do this, let's take a look at our deck. Yeah, I'm good to read through some more of those cards. Alright. As much as I want Mine Worker and Tower Worker working, they're kind of dead draws. We need to get the Power Plant Worker for them to actually be good. Let's go with the Ancient Gear Golem. Kind of we'll take a look at that. Haste Magic is good. It's a good quick buff. It gets me out of some situations, but is it good enough to keep? Because that you may play it until your next end step. That's a bit awkward. I guess it's card draw. Yeah, I guess it's a form of card draw. I do like card draw. Let's see here. Let's search for equipment and see what we got. Scimitar, ninjas, kunai. We could bring back the gold pan. Gets 1 for each opponent you have. Deal to any target. That could be really good, actually. If I have a flying and they don't have any way to block it, that could be really good. Megaton golem? Okay, yeah, sure. Search your library for an aura card. Equipment, reveal them, put them in your hand, and shuffle your library. Kind of specific. As long as the equipped is legendary, has trample and haste. There's a good situation for this. Because Freya and a few other of my creatures are legendary. Yeah, it's cheap to put out, cheap to actually equip. Let's check for instants real quick. So we want instants. I can't remember. It's this symbol, right? We got a shit ton of shocks. Here's one of the things I was talking about. There are instants that add mana to your mana pool. Add three red mana to your mana pool for a cost of 2 red mana. I'm not running it because it's kind of a dead draw, but it could be interesting. It would only work if I had a handful of cards. Or damage to any target. It's too expensive. Too expensive. What I need is more lightning bolts. Haste until the end of turn. That could be good. Plus the card draw. I would have to have a creature out for it to work. Let's do it. Immortality is really useful. This has won me games because of its activatable. Artifact creatures you control get +1/+0 until the end of the turn. I have multiple artifact creatures like this bird and other things. That could be very devastating. Let's get rid of the exclusion. No. Maybe the Moon Snare Specialist? Expedite. I don't scry that much. So this is a bit of a dead draw because I just don't scry enough. If we keep it faithful, it'd be a bit too overpowered, honestly. Because cannot activate spells or traps, that's basically skipping their entire turn. Attack multiple times, so give them an extra attack phase, and they skip that. The sorceries and instants, so you would only use that in the case like where they have nothing on the board, and then like your best use is to use that when they have nothing on the board and you need a next return to set more stuff up. Just during the battle phase? And it says until the end of the battle phase, so that'd be until the end of combat. So I guess they would be able to do stuff after combat, so they wouldn't be able to summon in new creatures before that. God, I want another Kraken. It's just really good. It's a really good Kraken. These ops are okay. They give me deck control. We'll remove them. We're removing them. I don't know. Opt is really good, but I think Preordain is better in general. Yeah. Okay, we'll give this a shot. And then we'll do the arena. Before we start this arena, though, I need to freaking turn on my vent. I'll be right back. Okay. So I think if we were to do it like straight up, like exactly how it's written there, we could still do the Megaton Golem. The issue is once you have the... Oh, thank you for following. Once you have the creature down and attacking, and they have no blockers or anything like that, they would never get a chance. They wouldn't really get a chance to summon more things. Like, it would completely counter haste, is I think what it is. Like if someone's doing a haste deck, I guess they would have chances to summon things in, so it's not quite as bad as I thought. He discarded twice. He mulliganed twice. I think that's the main thing that it would counter, right? But he gets 2 attack turns? I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Undo that, because we want to actually attack. Draw a step, draw an additional card. Uh-oh, this is about to get weird. And what did we get? Okay, okay. Damn it. I somehow fucked that up. Okay, well, I guess I discarded one of my better cards there on accident. If he's gonna make me draw my entire deck, I need to suppress that, because otherwise I'm screwed. By killing that, I'll retain board advantage. And I technically have card advantage now, too. That out. He put my Ring of Immortals back into my hand, which, not a big deal, honestly. This Fire Spout is an interesting spell. Deals 3 damage to each creature without flying if red mana was spent. Deals 3 damage to each creature with flying if green mana was spent to play it. It will do both if both types of mana were spent. So this allows me to kill all the flyers, this allows me to kill all the ground units, and I could do everything if I spend both types to use this. The big issue with this is, like, you know, when to use it. But at the same time, like, I have creatures like Freya here, who is flying on my turn and grounded on their turn. Alright, you're heading out? Okay, well, thanks for stopping by and hanging out. Damn, that's 3 mana. This would be a good time to do that. I mean, it's still a good time. Let's see here. We will not attack. We will just use this, and this will kill all my units because it's for... I need green mana. Stun that for an extra turn. Keep... Tap creature, doesn't attack. Untap for as long as you control the guys. Okay, we want that gone for good then, so we're gonna stun this one for good. Cancel that. Throw out the owl. We're kind of stuck at the moment. We could do the dragon. Sunken City. Sacrifice, unless you pay, blue creatures get 1/1. Okay. Hey Troy, sure now for your magic skills, indeed. Stunning that, and we're going to block using our owl, even though I hate doing that. And we're going to go ahead and buff up our dragon so that he has no choice but to defend. He returned his boy to his hand. Uh-oh. It's a clever little move. Still don't have any way of producing green mana. Alright, doing the same thing. Oh, she counts as an artifact? Oh, damn, that's cool. Okay, he's out of creatures on the battlefield anyway. Unless he has something with flash, we should be fine. She's not untapping because this is out and keeping her tapped, which is unfortunate. Okay, we won the first round, which means we got the money back that we spent to get into this arena. I see that two of these same guys got through the first round. That's not a good sign. Troy, have you seen much Magic the Gathering? We're gonna mulligan because we only have one. Well, we got 2 things in hand that cost 1 mana, 2 things that cost 2 mana, 3 things with 2 mana, and 1 thing with 3 mana. Honestly, it's pretty decent draw overall, considering. I mean, we're some regrets are forming. Okay, here we go. Whenever your opponent mills 3 cards, this is a mill deck that we're facing. So let's kill one of these. Because if I don't kill it, he's going to freaking destroy me. Trample and haste. Or do we do haste magic? We don't have enough magic or enough mana to make that work. So now we equip this. He's milled 22 of my cards so far. Gonna shock the boy. Whenever you draw a card, each player mills 2 cards. I have milled over half my deck. I'm going to use this. We need to kill him fast. And what did we exile? Stern Lesson? We're not going to be using that. Okay. Good news is I have Fire Spout, so we can go ahead and use that. And I'll get rid of his crab for finally. 60 card decks. Okay, nice. If you want to be completely overwhelmed with how many cards there are in the game, you could try this game. It's free, and it's yeah, it's free. That's the main thing, honestly. All right, we got past the second round. Cool. If we win this round, we should be able to get a piece of equipment for free, which will be super nice. Yeah, that'll be super nice. I'm mulliganing. I don't have enough different types of mana. I don't have no mana in this hand. Okay, this is as close as we can get to working, so we'll get rid of a couple of the blues things. Because if I mulligan again, I'm screwed. We only get one chance at this this particular thing. Elixir of Immortality. Hero's Heirloom. Interesting, he has a land that hurts him. He did something. What did he do? Pay 1 life, sacrifice it, search your island or swamp, put it into your battlefield. This counts as all 3. Interesting. Huh. We'll do a Stern Lesson to grab some additional cards. We'll toss a Mountain. That also produced a Power Stone for me. Come to think about it. He's just building up his mana base. Can I use this on his lands? No, I cannot. Let's go ahead and drink the elixir. That gave me some HP, up to 19 HP. He set my Ring of Immortals back, but that's fine with me because I don't really use it. I'm gonna destroy his creature he just put down. We're just waiting for a freaking creature here. Oh, he destroyed my sword. Son of a bitch. Might as well throw this back out. Maybe he'll bait out a spell. Okay, here we go. This is one of my best creatures, in fact. Non-artifact. Okay. He's flying. Whenever he attacks, target attacking creature connives, where X is the number of attacking creatures. Threshold. Draw 3 cards, discard 2 from your hand. We're going to tap this so it never attacks. Okay, he countered the spell. So we're going to send it back to his hand. And we're going to attack with this. He's going to block it, that's fine. What's this? Tap an untapped you control. Tap target permanent. Tap all creatures without flying for 3 mana. Seems strong. We got a small problem. I have an absolute fuck ton of mana. Oh, hey, here we go. I was about to say we have a problem where I have a lot of mana and no way of using it, but I forgot you can still activate this guy's secondary ability. So, secondary ability, 6 mana, draw a card and put a 1/1 counter on this character. So, and we drew one of the best cards we have in the deck, the Kraken. We'll let the damage come through. Unfortunately, we lost the card draw engine that we had. So we out here waiting. We will block with Freya. Oh, he's getting a lot of cards out. I'm getting a lot of lands. What is this? What's mana? Deal 1 damage to you. He's using some kind of silliness to tap everything. I think it's this. So if I get a removal spell, that's like gonna be my target. He's actually running out of cards. Still lost. That's fine. We got past the 2 battles, which means we got our money back. And we got something else, and it was a piece of equipment. I didn't expect the piece of equipment to be on... beyond the second win. That's actually rather surprising. So now we have a knife. So a piece of it's gonna spawn in with like a 1/1 piece of equipment on the battlefield now, as along with that ring that I've been using. I also got 500 gold out of it, so we're gonna use that to increase our HP, make things a little bit easier down the line. We don't want to do that. Hey, the 10th Doctor. Whenever you attack, exile cards from the top of your library.
I like this.
Hello.
This is cute. I want this inside of me.
Time travel 3 times, activate it only as a sorcery. I think time travel means that you remove time counters off of things. It technically fits my deck, honestly. And deals 4 damage divided amongst any number of targets. Tap 2 target permanents, create a 4/4 blue-red, draw 2 cards. So basically this is a do everything card. Well, I have enough money to enter another arena. Let's go for it. Illusionist. Yeah, there's a spare dagger. You may sacrifice it when you do deal 1 damage and equip for 1. We just start with a dagger. The yeah, the Doctor Who set is in this game as well, along with the Warhammer 40k set. Becomes a target with a spell, sacrifice it. So does that mean if I just like hit it with an unsummon, it'll die? Yep. It just fully dies. Nice. He did something. What did he do? Draw 2 cards, then discard a card. Chart a course. Unless you attacked with a creature. That's a really good fucking... Look, it's a 2 cost. usually draw 2 cards as a 3 cost. Sorry, me being a nerd. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, create a 1/1 blue illusion. You may put a permanent card with mana value. Well, I'm going to kill it, but I don't have the cards I need to do so yet. So we'll just bring out the Kraken. And now we have the card that we need to kill it. Got 2 mana left. Equip. Cancel. Equip this. Oh, that costs 3 mana. Okay, equip this. They do enough damage to kill my Kraken currently, so we're not going to be attacking this turn. And do they have any artifacts currently? No, just illusions. We'll do a lesson real quick. And we will toss the camera launcher. Didn't really have enough mana for this. We cannot attack yet, but we're getting closer. We can certainly block against their attacks. Throw the gold vein pick onto it. Throw the pickaxe or the sword. Nope, not enough mana. Okay. We're not drawing any of our removals. We can use this as our defense and all these tentacles, and we can use our flying units to actually kill them. Getting some pretty spicy things out though. Sacrifice. It needs to be awake to do that. He doesn't have any kind of reach, so we're just gonna start smacking him. Whoopsie daisies. Can I make this happen? Because I got a small problem. I cannot get him high enough to actually kill the boy. And it's not a creature. It's not a creature I can steal. So our boy is dead. But that's fine. We can bring him back. And we now have tokens. Big issue is now this thing is alive and it does 8 damage per attack. And there isn't really much way I can defend against it. And there's no artifacts for me to steal here. Let's see here. If I attack with this, there's a pretty damn good chance he'll just push all of his units towards me next turn. But this is also the only thing that can attack that can actually threaten him enough for him to throw away a unit. Oh, here we go. And now I do this. One damage against any target, huh? Nothing has small amounts of HP. No, don't sacrifice the dagger. He didn't attack. Does he still have a flying? Yeah, he does. We attack with this again, and that should get us within lethal on everything else. Actually, wait, how many creatures does he have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, if not this turn, it will be next turn. Sacrifice that dagger? No. So now these tentacles are at 5/5. Spectral Sailor. Kind of late. Still a very useful card. Because I could pay 4 mana to draw more cards. I'm out of mana. It is expensive to use the Sailor. But yeah, we're at the point where we can just do Alpha Strike now. No. Keep the spare dagger. Everyone gets more powerful. He ended up with negative 32 HP. Wait, is this what I think it is? To cache images. What the fuck is that? Alright, well, stream is over. We got work. I got real work. Fucking holy shit. The work is back. This is the kind of work I could do for 10 hours and make like $200 a day off of. So we'll start that once we finish up this arena. I'm pretty sure, yeah, I am qualified for it. It has a 60-minute timer, so that's plenty of time to do this. And this kind of work is also not super popular with the people who, you know, do the same work as me. So we'll do this arena, finish up this arena, and we'll go from there. Nice removal, you son of a bitch. Don't have enough mana to make full use of that. So he'll get a free attack in on me. And he is like just going straight up face with his cards. We will discard a shock. I'm gonna need that freaking what do you call it? I'm gonna need the elixir. Can't block warriors. Does this give vigilant? No. Okay, still bringing things out. Do a stern lesson. And we will give up the dynamo because we already have a mana engine in place. We'll put the this onto her. Oh, it's starting to do some real damage. Oh, I fucked up. I fucked up bad. I can't sacrifice this now. Alright, well, arena's over. At least I got the money back for it. 500 gold. Womp womp. Alright. Okay. Save. Stream. Save. It was a shorter stream than usual this time, but that's because I'm looking for work at the moment. Any work that comes through, especially this work, I need to go do. So, yeah, we're calling the stream here. And, well, I hope you guys had a good time. Hopefully the YouTube side of things will go well in terms of it picking up after the stream. I'm sure it will. It's a pretty good thumbnail this time.